Funnily enough, me and Tucker were having a conversation before we stream about how I need to get off of this dog shit operating system, and I feel like that was just a consequence.
True. Yeah,
of
they
being
hurt
on
you,
it.
bro. They're taking you out.
God, I mean, that has been the biggest. I changed my graphics card last year, and ever since I've had an absolute nightmare. And I half blame the operating system, and I half blame having an AMD graphics card. But I think I might have talked to you about this before because it's been a while since I did it. But it was like a £200 difference between the graphics card I really wanted and this one. I thought, nah, I'll save the money. And ever since then, I have so regretted doing that because I can't justify it to myself going and just buying the one I want because it's But it would I should have gotten it back then. Surely this year at some point they will release the mid-cycle refresh of these graphics cards and I can justify buying a new one. Surely. But not at the moment.
Yeah, you know.
All right, let's not go full screen with the OBS preview this time because that's what caused the incident.
That's what killed everything.
Yeah. Even though I've been playing in full screen all day because I use OBS to play my Switch. But all right, cool. You were gonna say something. I feel like
I was saying.
You remember that's good.
Seek and Destroy had gone out to the desert and come back completely unchanged, which I was saying was pretty funny because it seemed like they had no personalities to speak of to alter.
Well, isn't it?
There you go.
They
were going Born saved Seek and Destroy from Deuce and Domino.
Oh, right. That was going to be.
We were in the motion for the for the three-way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that does make it awkward to get to a different one. In fact, it makes it nearly impossible.
Ship's kind of sailed.
We're gonna have to. I mean, we could just ignore that. So we could pick either reality. We can't have both. We could either have the three-way or we could have the Christian Bobby Lashley thing. We can't do both. And I think you're leaning in the same way I'm leaning, which is towards the three-way.
Yeah.
Which is fair. That's where I am too. Which means maybe we do Dysfunction Bowl in that it's Lashley and Christian versus Renee and Elijah. Maybe that's the big match.
Yeah, it'll take some work to get there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We'll figure that out, I guess.
We could even do something funny with it, where it's like these two teams don't like each other, but they dislike the other team more.
Yeah, I dig that.
And then the conclusion is that Elijah and Renee, even though they hate each other, they also love each other. Whereas Christian and Bobby Lashley, they just hate each other. So love wins.
Hooray! Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that.
Cool. Great.
That'll work.
I mean, I have to say, as dysfunctional as a lot of this is, we got a lot going on here on SmackDown. There's a lot of ideas in
there's a ton. Yeah, there's good lord.
Yeah, there's
everywhere.
There's some good stuff here for sure. So Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston.
yeah. How about that?
So the thing with them is that like Kofi was supposed to be the next big thing in the cruiserweight division, and then he got hurt. Right?
Yep.
Is that true? Okay, cool.
Yes.
How long when was he out? For how long was he out?
I don't know if that's in this game or not. Where are we here?
It should be there in his bio. You should be updating them at least every year with relevant information.
One time he died, yo.
He was set to be the next big thing in the cruiserweight division, but then spent most of 2007 out with an injury.
Where do I? Oh, it's in skills naturally.
Well, he's all green.
I can only see when it occurred.
Surely it was earlier than that. I feel like he had another injury in 2007. Because... Yeah. Right. Or was that literally his debut there in the early summer of last year?
He was out from July to October, it looks like. Oh, yeah. Like 2 months.
It feels like he had a previous injury.
Yeah, I would agree with you. That seems really short for what I'm thinking. I guess not, right? That's
I mean, he could, yeah. If he missed the summer,
July,
it's
August,
still
September.
a big deal.
Yeah.
But I feel like I feel like he had more time off than that. I guess it's important that we check this, but how? How do we do that? You don't happen to have TEW 2020 installed on your machine, do you? All right, there it is.
That's not it.
Respect.
Respect.
Fuck it, make a mod.
I think that was. I think it's this one. Oh,
Yeah.
goodbye, Floyd.
Now, this game looked a bit better. Or maybe, have you got a skin on the other one?
No, I don't have a skin on either.
Yeah, I kind of like the look of this game more.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little bit nicer.
I mean, if he's not even on the roster,
Kofi.
that would answer our question.
He's not
Yeah.
even here.
Yeah, he's in dev then, one would imagine.
Yes.
Has he been injured in this game?
He's not been hurt yet, evidently.
Evidently?
You're right. I don't know how I know.
Okay. I thought I was open to the idea that you might. You just checked this. It's in skills, right?
Well, not in this game. This game.
Oh, it's different. Oh, it's there. Old
Oh,
injuries.
you're right.
Yeah.
Old injuries. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
nothing.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Well, I think that undermines a bit of the story. But the story was that he came back, and then him and Evan had this big like match at Survivor Series, right? To prove.
Yep.
Yeah. Who's the real next top star in the div? And Evan won. Why did Evan not just go and have a cruiserweight title match after that? Did he? He might have.
He might have. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. No, he didn't. He got caught up fighting the Highlanders, I guess.
That's kind of fun.
You know?
I guess.
They've kind of just been hanging out together since.
Right. And is it just been Ray and Roddy fighting for the belt? Can we check the history of the title matches?
Yep.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's a lot crazier than I thought it was. But yes, technically,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Because Alan Jones was meant to be the next big thing in the Cruiserweight division too, at one point, I feel like. And didn't
Yes.
Alan Jones get injured for a long time?
He did for a long time, yes.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Wasn't it quote unquote injured? Didn't he actually get like popped for drugs? Or did he get injured and then when he came back he was on the drugs?
Torn rotator cuff. No, he was hurt.
Yeah, but
then then he was on the drugs. You're right. Yeah, and you were like former painkiller abuser. Yeah. We were like, oh God, what do we do? You wanted to can him. You were like,
I did.
Ship him out.
But then he found
He's
God. Then he found God and got off the pills, you know? He lost himself in the pills.
Pretty good.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. So there wasn't really room for him to have a cruiserweight title match because there was Alan Jones. Man, that makes me think Alan Jones should be involved in this cruiserweight thing. But have we kind of done that? Because Alan Jones came back to like destroy Millennium, right? That was his whole thing.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. And then he found God.
Yeah, somewhere along the way, a burning bush appeared to him.
Because like you said, I was pretty much done with him after the big injuries. But what we did is we re-envisioned him as a heavyweight. And I was on
Yes.
board with him being in the heavyweight division with the God gimmick. And the God gimmick went quite well. So he's kind of had a second lease on life in that regard.
Yeah.
Okay, something's coming to me. Evan Bourne wants to fight Roderick Strong at WrestleMania for the Cruiserweight Championship. And he thinks that his win over Kofi Kingston at Survivor Series basically entitles him to that. Kofi Kingston's like, wait, hold on a second. That match was in November. It's been 4 months, and it wasn't even a number one contenders match.
Yep.
But
I like it.
But they don't want to fight each other because they're friends and they've had their fight. So instead, they engage in a heated rivalry.
Hell yeah!
No, instead they try to impress one another into they want the other man to admit that they should be the number one contender. I think there's something there, but I'm not conceptualizing it into 6 weeks of television here.
Yeah, there is something there, isn't there?
And then maybe like 3 weeks before WrestleMania, Trish is like, guys, you just need to wrestle each other. There's like you're not going to be able to settle it any other way. And they have a match.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Hell, we could do that match on the SNME.
Oh, yeah, but it's the night before Mania, and they're not going to have the recovery. It puts them in a shitty position. Which I like.
That's their fault, bro. They should have just fought at the beginning.
I like that, and that is a cool angle to it, to be like, haha, you fuckers, you fools. But that would require Roddy to win for me. I don't think I'd be happy with them coming through that adversity to win the title. And this was supposed to be Evan's big moment. But, we've fucked over big moments before. And I'm not against it. And we could spin this out till the SummerSlam. Which is cool. I mean, SummerSlam, triple threat, Roddy versus Kofi versus Evan.
Yeah.
Before we explore that more, the number one contenders match, stairs match.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, sure, yeah. I was
like
trying to figure out the gimmick, and I was like, oh, it's just because they're also cruiserweights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and they'll do fun things with the stairs. There should be more stairs matches.
The two things that come to my mind whenever that match is mentioned was like, 1, damn, that shit was awesome. 2, fuck that crowd.
Oh yeah, it was
no more stairs. No more stairs. Fuck you, they're doing a thing. Leave them alone.
That's true. I forgot about that. In their defense, it was always taped after SmackDown, wasn't it, or something like that?
Yeah. They were not there for that shit. They didn't give a fuck.
That Cruiserweight, was it called? I'll remember it. Hold on. Was it called Cruiserweight Live? Was that the name of the show?
205 Live.
205 Live. Yeah, there was so much good shit there that they just set up to fail, man. Unfortunate. If that was in Full Sail, Full Sail probably would be a bit too smirky for that. But if I was in the Impact Zone or something, dude, that crowd would have fucking lit it up.
Dude, it's so interesting, looking back on that shit, because I feel like I was part of something. I'm one of 20 fucking people who knows what happened on that show.
Yeah,
and it was fucking awesome.
It was good.
It was just it was very good. Once they ditched the initial attempts at formatting it like a Sports Center show, and they just went, okay, it's 2 matches and an interview in the middle.
Yeah,
it just
It's one of a sad collection of wrestling events where it's it was really good, and there is stuff that you can go back and it's timeless, but it's also just sad because it never went anywhere. It's early
all those guys. Yeah,
early mid 2010s SmackDown. Sorry, no. Early brand split of the 2010s brand split on SmackDown. You remember that brand split? It was 10 years ago now when they brand split again. The first like 2 months of SmackDown that year were really fucking good.
Oh, like mid 2010s.
Yeah. And Evolve is the same. Like the first year and a half of Evolve was really good, and then it kind of just went nowhere. So, there's a lot of things like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, and now they've bastardized Evolve as well.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Wait, what have they done to Evolve though? I thought he was dead.
No, Evolve is the dev fed for NXT.
But NXT is a dev fed.
Yes.
Okay.
We need a pipeline so nobody gets over ever. Like,
so
by
true,
the time
actually.
you make it to the main roster, you need to be a 45-year-old, or I'm not gonna fucking use you. This is
a
just
45-year-old who's been overexposed on television for the last 10 years.
Yeah, and nobody gives a fuck about it. Basically, Dolph Ziggler would be world champion right now if they still had him.
Based. We like Dolph Ziggler here to some degree.
Yeah, not in 2026.
No, you're right on that.
Which just makes him perfect. Just strap him up.
Hey, look, wrestlers are working older now, okay? It takes them till their mid-40s to get enough matches under their belt to be a good worker.
Yeah, yeah, literally.
So you just gotta accept the reality of that. Okay,
God.
So Evan and Kofi are fighting for the tag belts here because they don't like the sleazy Fawns guys. Can't remember the name for them.
Yeah.
Greasers.
Greasers.
Yeah.
Greaser.
Yeah. It doesn't sound great, does it? I think
from a different time, man.
Yeah, true.
Although we called them the
2009
West Side Storyites.
I like the disciples of Fawns, to be honest. The Kings.
The Kings, that's good, yeah.
So yeah, they're doing that. I think maybe if we throw in a little conversation in the next couple of days, next couple of shows of that what I said, where Evan's like, "Hey, I've been thinking I should fight Roddy at WrestleMania," and Kofi has that reaction where he's like, "Well, yeah, but maybe I should fight Roddy at WrestleMania," and have that, and then we do a few bits and bobs, and then, like you said, a few weeks beforehand, Trish says,
"They're like both such." They're both such like good guys. They're like, well, I don't want to fight him without your blessing to fight him. And it's like, well, I'm not going to give it to you because you should give me your blessing to fight him. And they're like,
yeah,
oh,
exactly. Yeah. I think it's not just a good guy thing, but it's also like they want the acknowledgement from the other guy.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's like the unspoken part of it.
Yeah.
I think on the surface, they're both like, oh no, I want your blessing to go fight him. I have to be okay with it.
Okay, I have a different start to this then. Instead of Evan saying, I want to fight Roddy at WrestleMania, Evan asks Kofi, do you think I should fight Roddy at WrestleMania? Kofi goes, you could. But don't you think that I should be fighting Roddy?
Mayhaps.
Mayhaps. Okay, I think there is something there. I think we finally got something there. I would love somehow over the next 6 weeks to get over the idea that Roderick Strong is the greatest cruiserweight of all time without it sounding exactly like the same lines that Gregory Helms said 3 years ago.
Yeah.
How often have we had those two men just fight? Because I know it's happened at least once.
Roddy and Greg?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I landed on him by accident. Maybe not in this game.
Can you do also involving Roderick Strong just so we can see?
Yeah, but yes, there is one there.
I see it there.
I'm going to scroll for it, because if I don't fucking do it, then it'll load every fucking guy in between.
Oh, that's fair. You could have at least typed R to save yourself some scrolling. It's
true.
So is that the only? Is that the only one-on-one then?
That is the only one-on-one in this game for sure.
Okay, so what if Roderick Strong is getting interviewed, and he says he's the greatest cruiserweight of all time, And the interviewer's like, "What about Gregory Helms? His reign was longer than yours." And we're like, "You shut your fucking mouth."
You
and that,
what? Yeah.
and that keeps happening. And then Roderick Strong is like, "Okay, I need to erase this former friend of mine from the WWE." And he goes after him, and they fight. And then not only do they fight, but what if Roddy like ends his career in the ring? Like, not in like I'm gonna beat you up with weapons thing, but he's just so much better than Gregory Helms now that the Gregory Helms suffers a career-ending injury during their match.
I like that. I like that.
Are we okay with Gregory Helms? He's 34 years old.
Yeah, dude. He's old as fuck. He's washed.
Well, he'll have a great career in ROH.
He's officially an old man.
I don't know how I feel about ending his career now that I know he's 34.
Well, no, buddy. You know, you approach 30, even you hit 30. You're an elderly person, so you know.
Hey, now I don't need that shit. All right, bro. It's not yet.
It's all right, man. I'm almost 25, and I feel like a grandpa. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
But don't even. All right. Well, I liked my idea, but now it doesn't work. So I need you to talk. I need you to come up with more things. Or maybe
why did it not work? Because he's not old?
Well, yeah. Do we really want to say goodbye to Gregory Helms? Are we ready for that? Because we could be ready for that, to be fair.
It's up to you. I don't know what the fuck else he's going to do. Like, that's the thing. Like,
I mean, he could keep just being him and occasionally winning cruiserweight titles. If we're okay with that. Like, but then I really would like to distinguish between the two of them if we're going to keep doing that. And I guess the distinguishment is that Gregory Helms is like of an older vintage and he's not as good at the wrestling as Roderick Strong is. We've established that multiple times. So maybe he has to start doing underhanded things, but he's still a really good wrestler. How young is Roddy? 25. Okay.
5. I think it's interesting that even though he's older than him, but he's not like old. You're right. Gregory Helms is very much from a different time.
Yeah.
This dude wrestled in fucking WCW. Like,
yep.
What the fuck? That was at least 8 years ago. Oh my god. Like, what the hell? God, it is so insane to think. Yep. They were 2001 to 2009, like just the fall off and everything, and that come. Holy fuck, that's 8 years. Oh my god, no wonder everybody stopped. Oh my god. Okay, sorry, that was just like a moment of like, oh my god, that's not that much time.
No, it's really not.
They really pissed away everything that they had so fucking quickly. It's remarkable.
It's been 10 years since the indie fucking golden age of online streaming services in 2016, bro.
Yeah, which is so weird too, because it's like
a longer period of time than the one you're speaking of here.
Yeah. Which is really weird because that doesn't feel that long ago. I mean, it feels like
yeah.
I mean, I guess COVID really strangled it, like just out. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah. I mean, COVID ended wrestling. I haven't watched.
No, you're right.
COVID,
you're right. You are right. Yeah, you don't have to. It's all bad now.
Yeah, that's why every time I catch a glimpse, that's how I feel.
You've either got the nonsensical, stupid WWE or the nonsensical, stupid AEW or the nonsensical, stupid New Japan. Take your pick, bud.
Yeah.
New Japan in the fashion of which it refuses to go with anybody. They're like, I'm waiting for one of you to step up, but also I will position none of you as stars. AEW just like nothing matters ever. Things don't mean anything. And the WWE is just actually fucking stupid. Like, it's for fucking stupid people. Like, that's all I can say. Like, I'd use different words if we weren't on a stream. Like, it's for stupid people, bro. I don't even know who the fuck they're making TV for anymore. It's atrocious.
I think it's for Saudi princes, right? That's their main.
Yeah, I think so. Mostly
Yeah.
investors and Saudi princes
And presidents maybe of the United States.
Yes, a little bit, a little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Sorry, former WWE Hall of Famer presidents of the United States.
Yes, the only one. Thank you.
Yeah.
McMahon 2028.
Hey, I mean,
yeah, not impossible, right?
Yeah, would you rule it out? Or maybe at least as a vice presidential candidate.
Only because I think Vince is like old now.
Oh, I didn't say Vince.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I was gonna say, cool.
I feel like Steph's
Shane
got
McMahon.
it. Steph's got
Here
it.
he goes.
Either of the two.
Oh god. Steph is the first like female president as a Republican. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, don't. Oh, it's gonna happen. That's real. That's real life. Jesus. Somehow still, even though she's president, Triple H would also take all the shine in everything he's involved in.
He would do the
What about me?
What about me,
guys? Yeah. She'd be talking, he'd like cut her off, like step in front of the podium and just start talking. Like, what about me, guys? What about me? What am I doing? All right, anyways.
Dave Meltzer would come to the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Probably not, right? Because it's a women's president. We know how he feels about.
They'd also would like ban him. They'd be like he would be a shoot on sight order. Like,
okay, let's calm the language down a little bit on that.
Well, it's not me saying it. That's them. They hate him. They're the ones who are like, whatever the fuck. God, I don't want to devolve into just talking about this shit, but fucking Triple H says, I wish people would cheer the wrestlers instead of criticizing the booking, when he's the one who has the fucking Netflix show or whatever that's like, watch me write the show, huh? You want to watch 10 episodes of me fucking shooting the shit and writing the show? Hell yeah. Like, you're a fucking idiot, dude. You're so fucking dumb. Fuck that guy. God. Anyways, I don't know. Gregory Hell, like, he could just hang around forever, but like, he's just gonna be hanging around. Like, that's the.
Well, you say that though, but he's good. He's good, and he's got a history, and he can talk.
I also think there's this weird like 4 years, 5 years down the line, he could be cruiserweight champion again.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean. Like
by then he could be pushing on Rey Mysterio's record. I think the next evolution of this character is like, he was the best wrestler of the last generation, and obviously Roderick Strong is better than him at wrestling now. But Gregory Helms has 10 years of experience, and he starts to like do the dark arts. And he can keep up. I think we've probably done this before, but I think it's still interesting, where he keeps up with the next generation because he's good and he's also smart.
Yeah. I think very much the comp that I had given when he was with the Millennium Group was that he was their Fuchi. He's like this older guy who's a really great wrestler, but he's also a dirty son of a bitch, and he'll fucking take a corner if he needs to. Happily.
But I wonder whether we can do that successfully and do this angle that I'm pitching. If instead of we end his career, we give him a really bad kayfabe injury and we send him away for like 9 to 12 months because he's chilly right now. He's got an adequate gimmick. What if he has a break? He goes down to Dev. He trains some young guys. And in a year's time, he comes back. We change up the gimmick and we go in with this whole, you know what? I used to be the best and I can still be the best and do something, it's fresh. And maybe in a year's time, there is a different roster of faces he's contending with. Because I think right now, a lot of the people he'd be fighting, it's not fresh.
No, yeah, it's the people he's been fighting. The other thing that I thought of was he could go over to Raw.
Sure.
I don't like have like a match over there for him necessarily, but it's just like it's a change of
I
scenery.
think he
for him.
has to be a tag team guy if he does that. I think he fades and we release him if he tries to go over there as a singles wrestler.
That's fair. He could
Oh,
be in a
unless-
fun team, but we need a guy.
Yeah. Unless he just feuds with all the young guys over there, your Ted DiBiase's, your Cody Rhodes, your whoever else finishes that trio.
He becomes just like a baby face to fight Legacy.
He could team with Charlie Haas. He would have made a good
kind of
addition
don't
to
hate him.
DMLS if that stable had still been going.
Haas and Helms, Helms and Haas. There's something there.
There's something there. Although Haas has some
H&H Tool Company.
there's some I have big plans for Charlie Haas if we ever get there this year.
Okay.
Yeah, Charlie Haas is my boy and I love him. So, there are plans for him this year if we ever get there. So I think
some are just sprung to mind.
Yes.
They're not baby faces probably. But him and Matt Hardy.
Yeah. That's interesting because I don't really know where Matt Hardy goes after Mania.
Right? Yeah, I don't know either. Like it's like we've got the thing, and then bro, you're a guy now.
Dude, I just jumped out of my seat because I was like, I was baking cookies earlier, and I was like, I did not remember taking them out of the oven. And I'm like, holy shit, have I left cookies in the oven for like 3 hours or something? And I just went and I saw them cooling on the side, and I was like, oh, thank God, I'm not an idiot. I usually am.
Wade walks out to just charcoal. Like, oh, damn.
Bro, that is one thing that I have had to deal with as I've gotten older, and my fucking neurodiverse riddled brain is that I've burnt myself. I've burnt so many things lately.
That's awesome.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
That's awesome.
It's not good. It's not good. It's awful.
Guys, I'm trying to book a wrestling show with the geriatric. I don't know what to do right now, guys. Help me. Help me.
I'm taking my meds. Okay? I've got a lot of them these days.
What helps with that?
Well, I used to take a lion's mane supplement.
He's on the Alex Jones brain pills, bro.
Well, hopefully within the next few years I can get prescribed some amphetamines, which would help with that because I do need them, but unfortunately the process to get them prescribed is not so easy.
No, fair. Yeah. That seems it's something they'd restrict.
I'm on 7 I take 7 pills a day, but no, the amphetamines would be too much.
That's too far. That's too far.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's like I'm in the same kind of situation where it's like, hey man, I would like really benefit from like having just a straight up prescription for like Ativan or something similar, and they're like, oh, but you could get addicted to that, and it's like, I would take it like every day anyway. Like what?
Yeah.
What do you mean? This would improve my life. Like,
yeah. Now here's another pill to make you sleep for 12 hours a day, and here's one to make you piss sugar. But no, the amphetamines, too much.
Yeah, don't give them any fucking benzos. Like, it's like, what do you mean? Like, I would. Oh, all right, whatever then.
Yep. Last year they gave me an anti-allergy tablet to make me go to sleep. But anything to calm my nerves, no, nothing.
I think my grandma has this gimmick, and I think I'm probably gonna end up the same way. Where like she has to get like injections for allergies and stuff like that because my breathing is just atrocious. It's been atrocious for like this year.
To be clear, the anti-allergy medicine I don't have any allergies. It was being used for its sedative
effects. Just for the wow. Okay,
for the sedation. Jesus. Yeah.
Good. Wow.
Yeah.
Don't give them the amphetamines though. No. Keep them locked away.
Keep them locked away. Yep. Anyway, I think we're comfortable with Gregory Helms getting put on the shelf here, though, for the sake,
get out of here for a bit.
For the sake of empowering Roderick Strong And I think that will put him in a position where we do think he's the best cruiserweight of all time.
Yep, I like it.
You know who he could put on the shelf as well that would really make that point?
Yeah, he could deal with a break. I mean, he's not gotten any knee injuries somehow. So
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about someone very close to him, but not him.
Oh,
yeah.
That might be a harder set. What's he gonna do? Like, we can't send him down. That doesn't seem correct.
Well, he probably could do with a break, right? He's been sort of
he could take some time off.
Backbone of the roster.
Yeah, he could take some time off. He really has been.
And I don't think we've come up with a great idea for him at WrestleMania, even though we have had ideas. And look, I love the Green Goblin stuff, and I think if it lands, it could be awesome, and I'm totally willing to give it a chance to land. It could also be hokey bullshit, though.
Yeah, I don't really know either. And it's like, his acting isn't that great.
That's true. But
like,
Psychosis
he's not a good actor.
Like, there's something compelling to him being the straight man when the mask is saying some crazy shit. There could be something to that, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Hell, when he's got the mask on, we could dub over him with Psychosis. He might not even do any of the talking.
God, dude, this series has fucked me so badly. Like, I go back now and I like watch a Chavo thing, and I'm like, well, this guy's boring as fuck. Jesus, is this really our goat? I'm like, damn, okay. I'm like, fuck, what's wrong with us?
To be fair, it was mostly the wrestling and the writing rather than his charisma.
Yeah, no. I just mean, even his wrestling is boring.
Well, sure, yeah, but
like a
yeah.
shitty Americanized lucha, like, doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah, our Chavo is different in the ring, though. Like, I envision him as
absolutely, yes,
very similar to like a Shawn Michaels quality of wrestler.
Yeah. You go back and you're like, damn, this guy wasn't good, huh? Yeah. Damn, sucks.
True, yeah, but he could have been.
He could have been more than he was for sure. Like, it's like, he's no worse than most of the guys they pushed in that era. So,
Yeah, I still think the stuff we did with him in 2006, especially losing at WrestleMania, I mean that's where it all comes from. Right?
Yeah.
That's just
that was great.
Yeah.
Whole thing predicated off the single conversation where I said, maybe we don't turn Chavo. I like him as a funny babyface a little bit more.
Yeah.
We were off to the races.
Yep. And all
right.
Something about I liked 2007 SmackDown a lot, but I felt like there were ways to improve this, and boy did we.
Yeah, that dude gets fucked over. It is still so funny to me that it's like he loses the "my uncle died" feud. It's like, oh, sorry, bro, but this guy was friends with him, and that means more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, if you want to be cold about it, if you've got two guys who are on screen and off very close to Eddie Guerrero, and you have to pick one to push, there's a correct answer there, right?
But I also think that's a false dichotomy. You know what I mean? You don't have to just do
or you can push neither. Yeah, that's true. And also, I think what makes it worse is what happens after Mania that year, because Ray gets fucked as well.
It's true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that was awful. That was
really
it
doesn't
bad.
even like really result in anything for anybody. Just it's all bad.
No. Yeah, you could take that out of Ray's career, and it has the same career basically. I mean, the Rumble win's pretty good though. It's pretty cool the way it happens.
Honest to God, I forget it happened most of the time. Not the Rumble win necessarily, but like that world title, I forget it even happened. Yeah. Like, I don't even. Well,
the decision to turn it into a triple threat was silly. I mean, there's a lot to.
Yeah, that was weird. Was that because neither somebody didn't want a job to Ray? I'm sure I'm sure that's what it was.
Maybe I think it was just a way to get Orton. I think maybe it was you wanted to shove Orton into something, you wanted to shove Ray into something, and you wanted a steady hand to pull it all together. Because Angle basically gets parachuted into that as well at the start of January.
Right, yeah, he just like wins the title. Yeah, it's just like, it's you now.
Because I think Batista got hurt. I think that's why. I think the title gets vacated and Batista and Angle wins it right after.
Kurt win it at a battle royal.
Yeah,
that sounds right to me.
And then he defends it against like Mark Henry at the Royal Rumble, I think.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah. So I maybe it would have been like Batista Ray at Mania or something, or Batista Orton. That probably would have been Batista Orton.
Probably would have been Batista Orton. Yeah, that's probably where they were going with that.
So I don't really know, but yeah,
with maybe like maybe it was a Kurt Ray undercard, and they had all these pieces, and they were like, let's just merge that, I guess.
I'd be surprised because Kurt really did get parachuted, so I feel like Kurt wasn't in the plans until Batista got hurt and then gets shoved in somewhere. Or maybe Kurt was.
Which is interesting. I almost wonder if they
ECW or something.
I almost wonder if they were worried that like Ray Orton wasn't big enough. You know what I mean? Like they needed.
I don't think it's big. I imagine they just wanted a steady hand because I think Ray Orton would have struck them as like, there's a lot of wild cards there. Because I don't think, even though this is an incorrect.
Who's going to go on offense, brother?
Even though this is an incorrect thing to say, I don't think the WWE ever viewed Ray as like this ring general, and certainly they wouldn't have viewed Orton as that at the time either.
Yeah, they wouldn't have at all. Yeah, no.
And it would have been the same with Cena. That's why Triple H. Well, it's part of the reason why Triple H would have been in that match, right? Which is funny to say, but that's why they would have. That's part. Of
that's because they think, Triple H is a fantastic mind or whatever the fuck.
If there's one thing I'm going to praise Triple H for, his mind probably is his strongest asset.
Yeah, not for booking, though. Just for...
He has had some moments. You can't say he's had a completely awful career.
Listen, man. I will die upon the hill that Dusty Rhodes left him a book that said next 5 years, and he had everything written out with just plug your guys in however you see fit. And that was
okay.
It.
All right, fair enough.
That's my actual like official thoughts. Like I think Dusty left him a lot of shit.
I don't have any evidence to the contrary.
I don't have any evidence for it. So there you go.
Well, your evidence would be that, it was good for a certain period of time and then it got shit, right? That's evidence.
Well, yeah, it was very territorial, and then once Dusty passed, there was an era of like it still being kind of territorial, and then once you're into like the Undisputed Era shit, you're into like fucking Attitude Era of like fucking Crash TV insanity. Like I'm just like what the fuck.
One thing I say is that the earliest mistakes were not pushing the women as hard enough, and I feel like my instinct is Dusty would have made the same mistake.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
90%.
Probably.
99% of wrestling bookers would have made the same mistake. You have to be
I imagine so.
Progressive to not
I mean, it's the Meltzer quote that I sent you yesterday, which is like, again, I don't think he's wrong, where he's like, it doesn't really matter who the women's champion is. You're not drawing on that.
So
it's not wrong.
Well, no, but when you, as one of the most influential wrestling journalists, say that, you're contributing to why it is the case.
Right, but I don't think like...
If Dave Meltzer had been...
No.
If Dave Meltzer had been championing women's wrestling for the last 10 years, AEW fans would care about women's wrestling. He is an influential voice in that fandom.
You're right.
Maybe I shouldn't say if he did it, they would. They would be more likely to. Significantly more likely to. But it's not just Dave. Obviously, the most important person that should care about women's wrestling is Tony Khan. Obviously.
He doesn't really give a he doesn't really give a fuck.
Yeah, I feel that, and I agree. And obviously, if he cared more about women's wrestling, it would also be the case. But, this is all... It's always the case that, like, the more you say shit like that, the more... Like, this is why putting them on as, like, the undercard... Like it means something because you're sending signals, right? Even if you're I'm only putting them on the undercard because they don't draw. Well, they don't draw because they're on the undercard, and they've been on the undercard for the last 6 years. And if you're and the unfortunate the real crux moments come where that for some magical reason isn't the case, right? When you've got this women's match that is actually more significant than the men's match, and you still put them on the undercard, that is when like attitudes are forged in fire, right? You've got a generation of people who are like, man, okay, well, if Bayley and Sasha Banks didn't main event the show, they can't be that important.
Yeah, no, it's a joke. It's the piss break, whatever, and it still kind of is. Like even though they give them more time, generally, it's still like it's not the shit that they care about, and that's pretty evident. So,
and it's still my wacky putty take as to why wrestling failed really at its core is because you had a generation of women's wrestlers who were better than the generation of men's wrestlers that had come through, and you just didn't push the women.
Which is still happening, by the way.
Sure.
Like, especially in the WWE, like especially where their men's roster is quite bad.
Yep.
Like they still refuse to go in with the women. They have so many women who are like world-class talents, like legitimately, and they just don't use them. They just don't do anything.
I still think, well, I say still think, I think, controversially, I wonder whether segregated wrestling promotions would do better, like a women's only promotion.
Oh, I fully believe so.
Yeah. I think we've talked about this before. Because I mean, Stardom was so good. And I some of the early American stuff as well was really good. And I think like with the talent that was available, I feel like you could do something really special, and you could attract an audience that understands what they're there for as well. And
that's the big thing, right? Like it's like you have to be there for it. Like it goes back to the 205 Live thing. You know what I mean? You can have a phenomenal show, but if it's not catered to the right audience and it's not pushed as both important, but also like if the fans there don't really care about it, then nobody cares. Like,
the audience is such a big part of pro wrestling, and that's one thing that they've lost in WWE since 2020 is their connection to the audience. It's
entirely
it's gone
entirely, and they've attempted to bridge that gap by like doing the sing along and the chant along shit, but that's not like real lasting.
That's not in the match
shit.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like it's Jey Uso goes geet and everybody loves going geet, and that's it though. Like that there's nothing to do there.
Yeah, I mean you can see where the focus is with stuff like that, because they in their most sort of high-end matches over the last few years, the matches they think are the most important, they decide mid-match to have full-on fucking wrestlers entrances when the run-ins happen, because they know that's the part that gets the crowd connection, even though it completely destroys the actual match that they're trying to have. I could talk about the brief times I've tried to watch wrestling over the last 5 years, but it's real bad. It's real bad.
Before we get back to covering shit, you had mentioned the G1 the other day.
Yeah.
I started watching select parts of it. Two things stuck out to me. One, oh my god, this is really bad.
Aww.
Two, it's a G1 made up of like lower mid-carders. You might like it actually, because it's a bunch of like lower mid-card guys who aren't like, none of them are world beaters, none of them are like very good. like it's Shingo, old man Shingo, and a bunch of dudes, like bunch of guys.
Zack Sabre Jr. not?
He is, but it's been a bad period for Zach. I feel like I don't know. I feel like he goes through. I feel like Zach's either like phenomenal or he's the worst wrestler you've ever seen, and there's no.
That's strange, because that's
middle ground.
That is the complete opposite of what he was 10 years ago. So
yeah, I would just say like he's either like extremely gripping and you're very interested in every little thing he's doing, or it's all fluff and garbage, and he just works fucking rest holds the whole time. And you're like, Jesus fucking Christ, I hate this guy. I went on the record actually while we were watching Digi1 last night. I had said like, Zack Sabre Jr. might be one of the fakest technical wrestlers of all time.
Well, I wonder if that's just because he's found his move set now. And
Probably, like, yes.
What, 42, 43 years old at this point?
Yeah, right. You're right. Yeah. Play the hits, right? Why the fuck are you fucking around?
He's
but
39.
It's like he's not actually. Yeah, he's not actually like wrestling. He's hitting his spots, but his spots are holds. It's like, I mean, it's just, again, it goes back to the entire logic behind wrestling at this point is fucking broken. It's all fucking hit your spots and get out. But whatever, again.
Yep. I remember that's why. Sorry. One last thing.
Yeah. Keep going.
You remember like the 90-minute match or whatever it was from 2016, the really long indie match that I can't remember who was in it now, but it was really long and people were like, "This can't be good." And I think you even said this can't be good. And you go into it and you're like, "Yeah, this probably isn't very good. It's too fucking long." And then you watch it and it's like, "This is actually really good because they understand how to build a match for that length of time and make it interesting." And you know, it's exactly what you just said about like I think, I don't know if you used the word logic, or like the heart of what wrestling is that like understanding that's important. And I agree that most people these days are not understanding the heart of wrestling. They're just going out there and, like you say, hitting their spots.
Listen, man, the WWE's like AEW as well. Like AEW, I shy away from it because it is a better version of that type of thing, in which I will say the whole point of the WWE at this point is to engineer viral moments. Viral moment achieved, I say all the time, with the WWE. And AEW is basically the same fucking thing, but they have more talented men's wrestlers who do more impressive things more often.
Well, you say that, but I did see the fucking Edge is still wrestling for them. He has a belt around his waist.
yeah. I mean, listen, he's grandfathered in because Christian's based, so
can't imagine Christian's working too many bangers in 2026 either.
Oh, not the wrestling, but he just pulls up and goes, "Hey, man,
that's
people have died," and it's like, holy shit,
that's all well and awesome. Good. And I think there's a place in any promotion for somebody who can compel you on the mic. But I've said it for fucking 20 years. At the end of the day, if what you do in the ring isn't good, none of the rest of it matters. Like that's the end goal of anything, is to get people into the ring.
It is wholeheartedly baffling that company, the tag belts, have been an afterthought for like 3 years now, when the whole company is founded off of two fucking pillars, and it's Kenny Omega and it's tag team wrestling. Like, they fucking showcase neither of them.
To be fair, I think you probably characterize it as the Young Bucks specifically, and I don't think they're there anymore. Or at least
they are.
They are? Are they still working?
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. Are they still good?
They went through a period where they did quote unquote heel work, so they weren't very good.
Yeah.
And now they've like factory reset back to the Young Bucks, and people like them again. And it's good. It's good shit. They do the Young Bucks match, and it's fucking great.
Yeah.
But they also have fucking FTRs in there. They've got fucking the grizzled young vets who they don't really ever use. They've got names. Come on.
Okay, I want to finish. I want to finish SmackDown here before we get off. So, can you see what the last Diva Search angle was?
Yes.
Okay, I think it's that tag match.
Yep.
Which is the debuts, which is episode 7, I think. Which means we have 6 episodes left, which is 6 weeks of TV. Okay, cool.
I think I was numbering them at one point, wasn't I?
Yeah, but I think this week, because it was a match.
That's 6.
Okay, cool.
That's what I was looking for.
So this will be 7, yeah.
Cool. Yep.
which is correct. Yeah. So then we've got 6 episodes left, which are called the Spa Day, the Sisters, the Student, the Night Before, the Quarterfinals, and the Semifinals.
I get such bad like Total Divas PTSD from some
What
of
do you
this.
mean? What do you mean PTSD? Total Divas was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay,
but I was a 15-year-old boy, and I did not give a fuck.
Surely you're the surely the demographic for it then.
Okay, I was, but I also particularly hate the fans that Total Divas brought in. Because
you've always beefed with fans more than
they don't fucking understand this industry at all. They think everybody should get a fucking belt and a pat on the back, and everybody works so hard all the time.
I don't actually.
Why is she not getting her moment? Why is she not getting her moment?
Total Divas fans
terrible.
Really like stuck to that because you know what? Never mind. It's a longer conversation, but sure, okay, fair enough. This is supposed to invoke some level of Total Divas because this is good.
I know. I'm aware. Yeah. No, it was. I agree. Like the first,
the good women aren't here yet. Okay, Tucker, we have got to enjoy ourselves.
It's understandable. It's understandable. You're right. It's better, honestly. Better to be doing this shit now than when they did have like a decent roster and they did Total Divas anyways. And it was like, what?
And our version is also taking
Ronda Rousey on that shit, dog. What the hell were they thinking?
Our version is also taking elements from the Ultimate Fighter, right? We're actually building to a match. It's gonna be good.
Yeah,
and there's gonna be 2 women's matches at WrestleMania again. The coaches and the title match. The title match. Oh god, we're gonna have to talk about the title match when we get over to Raw next time.
Total Divas also built to a match. Thank you.
I don't remember that.
Eva Marie versus Natalya, where I don't even remember necessarily what the situation was, but Eva Marie went to Natalya's house and Natalya slapped her, and that was the beef.
The Triple H Randy Orton of the women's division, right there.
Yeah, that was the beef. That was the big angle out of this first season. I really only remember the first season. I don't remember anything else after it.
Okay, so we've got Evan versus Roddy. We've got the main event. We've got maybe some intercontinental multi-man match with Bobby Lashley, definitely with Santina Marella and Thunderbones Jones, maybe with Renee, maybe with Christian, with Bobby Lashley and Elijah.
Yeah.
Or we've got a Christian Bobby Lashley match. I'm not necessarily against that eventually happening instead, but we will think about that as we go on. We've got Bradshaw versus Kozlov, which we haven't really talked about, but I don't think so. Maybe we should talk about it a little bit. So Bradshaw attacked Kozlov at the end of this show that we're looking at right now. Kozlov was about to win the World Heavyweight Championship, and Bradshaw lariated him in the face.
Could not stand for this.
Exactly, and I'm glad that you. Because that is the obvious, and that is where it's going. Is Bradshaw's going to come out next week and give a big speech? Like, why did you do it? Because I cannot stand by and watch this man who hates America become the face of this company. Because this company is American, and I love America, and fuck you, Vladimir Kozlov. And that's
dude, like get like a package of like Backlund and Hogan and fucking I don't even know, some other Hacksaw Jim Duggan and. I don't even just like throw in some other guys who are just Americans.
Even Shawn Michaels, Bradshaw will say.
Yep.
As much as I hate that guy, he's at least proud of himself.
Prima donna fuck. Yeah. He's an American, and he'll die an American.
Yep. Bobby Lashley, the guy I fought for the world title at last year's SummerSlam. He's an American.
Proud American. He served. God damn it.
Yeah. And then I know 6 weeks we might need to workshop some stuff on how we fill 6 weeks of this, but this is Kozlov being like, I will crush you, puny American. And then Bradshaw being like, I'm a wrestling god. I went to Japan. I'm a modern day Stan Hansen. I'm going to fucking kill you. And that's the match. And it's mostly just these are two cool guys having a match. It's one of those that I often go to where it's like I don't necessarily have a huge story here. I just think this is a cool match.
Yeah, I also like the idea of in that like Bradshaw can be like even the Japanese like respected his Americanism or something. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
okay,
you
cool.
don't.
You meant when Bradshaw went to Japan? Good.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you brought up Japan, I was wondering where we were going.
Bradshaw says, "I'm gonna fucking nuke you, Kozlov. You see this arm? This is little boy right here, and it's going against your skull."
The only big messy question then, because it sounds like you're on board, so I think we're good, is who the fuck's gonna be in the booth?
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. It could just be Cole. I think that's where I'm at right now. Is Cole's on his own?
Michael Cole sounds fucking atrocious.
No.
Okay.
See, I understand your hesitations, but you have to remember that Michael Cole has had periods where he's not that bad. In fact, I would call him even good. And our Michael Cole is Mr. SmackDown, right?
Right. He's never lost the spark in his eye.
Yeah, he loves SmackDown. He loves wrestling. He calls it down the middle. He's never even thought about heel Cole. Heel Cole is just a mirage.
That's a fucking bad idea. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. I think just to throw out Mick Foley maybe was in the booth at one point. But
yeah, I think so. I
think he's gone now. Taz is gone, I'm pretty sure, from the company.
It sucks that there's no like I would have loved to do like I'm not saying this guy like legitimately, but this is where my brain goes. I was like, Cole is like JBL's friend. Get like Nikolai Volkov to be the pro-Russian announcer guy with it. Like, yeah, not Volkov. Yeah, no. Yeah, I know. Don't worry.
I just went in a completely different direction when you said JBL's friend. What about Cole and Ron Simmons?
Yeah, Ron was also on my mind there, but I don't see what benefit he gives aside from he says "damn" when Bradshaw gets the lariat.
You gotta. So sorry, I probably should have been clearer about this. I don't mean just for the match. I mean we need a guy in the booth just for SmackDown for the next 5 weeks and like beyond. I'm not envisioning Bradshaw's going to stay in the booth while he's beefing with Kozlov. I also think this is one of those weird things, like you with the GMs pulling the balls out, where I feel like once you as an announcer have interfered in a world
GMs pulling the balls out. All right,
you know what I meant, right? Reading the name. Sorry, the draft. I mixed the draft and the Rumble, to be fair, so I can understand the confusion. Once you as an announcer have interfered in a world championship match, I feel like you shouldn't be allowed back to the announcer.
Yeah, you're probably not going back to. Yeah. We're not trusting you ringside anymore, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. So
okay, here's my big crazy idea.
Okay.
We've used him too much. His runs up. He did all this shit.
You're gonna say Kevin
shit all over everything. Yeah, big dog. Yes, I fucking am.
Okay, so I actually don't hate it, and I think he's a good fit, and would be.
He would be great at it.
He'd be good with Cole
if you got him to care. I mean, he's gonna bully Michael Cole
which is the best Cole dynamic, though. To be fair,
yeah.
So
yes,
here's the problem: is he's going into the Hall of Fame. So if it wasn't for that, I think I would be down for it. Even though you said his run was up, I think it would be a cool dynamic with Trish bringing him back. But he's literally like going into the Hall of Fame is literally that your run is over kind of thing, and he's coming back literally to go away.
How would you feel about doing him
next year?
Up to Mania?
Oh, okay.
And then for Mania, we've found hopefully the guy who will be the commentator going forward.
If I believed we could do that, maybe.
Nobody's gonna beat this guy. He's the GOAT.
I also just don't like him being around with all of the marketing that's going to be in the Hall of Fame thing. I don't know. It just doesn't feel. And if he had been on comms for the last 6 months and he was going into the Hall of Fame, it would be fine because it's more of a continuity thing. Because, obviously, commentators go into the Hall of Fame. That's a normal thing. But it's just the fact that he's kind of coming back to be a commentator at the exact same time he's coming back to do the Hall of Fame, which is, it just doesn't work for me. It's a great idea. It just, and hell, he might be the long-term guy. I might be, if we revisit this after Mania, maybe he's that guy. Maybe he's the guy who comes in after Mania to be the long-term replacement.
Yeah, he could be.
The problem with that is he's a massive asshole. I don't know if we want him backstage the entire time.
I was going to say, and also, like, if he thinks something's bad, he's just going to be like, this is a fucking joke. Why the fuck are we doing this? This show is fucking stupid. Like, he'd just say that on air and would be like, oh fuck.
You're absolutely right, but part of me says, he got to be the star of the show in 2007. I wonder whether we've got him on board with SmackDown. Like, he's like, this is a good show. Maybe not, but I maybe.
This is your show, Kevin. It's you. It's all about you. don't shit on it. It's your show.
I think maybe we'd struggle to get him to put over the cruiserweights. I don't know, maybe.
No, I think he'd fully put over the cruiserweights.
Okay.
I think we've talked about this before. Like
Kevin Nash cruiserweight.
When he was in TNA, he fucking pushed damn hard to get the X Division guys doing more shit. Like constantly. Like he liked the little guys. He recognized like they can all fucking work. Maybe they need a little more personality, but they're all really good at their job. Like
what about this is a really bad idea because I know she's not very good at it. What about Lita?
Jesus.
Okay, that's fair.
Jesus.
All right, that's fair.
Jesus.
I'm at Cole Solo myself. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, that probably makes the most sense for now.
Yeah. We do need someone to co-com the main event of WrestleMania with him, though. But that could just be JR.
Be pretty nice, actually.
Yeah. I don't think in-game either of them have color, though, right? Even though JR
no, but you don't need color.
Okay. I trust you. You know the game.
I'm 99% sure you don't need color. Like, you can do just an announcer. Because that's how a single booth would work anyways, right?
Yeah, but
I mean, hell, if we run a SmackDown here with just Cole and they're like, yo, man, there's no color commentary, then we can fucking switch up. But if they're okay.
I'd be surprised if it like massively tanked, but I don't imagine you get the maximum possible benefit.
No, you probably don't. I also think Jim probably does have a bit of color.
He should.
A little bit. He does have a little bit.
Yeah, because I do. Jim Ross is not a strictly an announcer.
No, he's not he's not a fucking like. He's like the way I see play-by-play is very much like the analyst role, and that's like not. That's not what Jim is.
Literally,
he's a random Raven psychopath.
Yeah. Some of the most iconic Jim Ross lines are what I would call color commentary.
Yeah, so fuck you, Triple H, Eric Bischoff, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
You taking this from Steve Austin is fucking wrong. Goddamn, it's wrong. It's an injustice, and I hate you, and I hope you rot in hell, Eric Bischoff.
Even like, by God, that's got to be Kane. It's not just like, and Kane has arrived at the arena. That's Kane, everybody. It's not what he's saying.
As much as he's like a shitty dude, I love Lawler's reaction to that rant from Jim Ross, where Jim Lawler's just like, "Holy fuck, what just happened?" He's like, "That was fucking crazy, wasn't it?" He's like looking at the camera, like, "Oh my God."
Okay, look at the Mania card. Is there any match on there that is SmackDown that you think we haven't talked about?
That's good. No.
Okay. Is there? Look at the now. Open up you're on roster. Filter by SmackDown in-ring worker.
Not there.
Wrestler works or any in-ring role. Yeah. Is there anybody here who should be on WrestleMania who we didn't talk about at all? Yep. Okay. Thoughts?
I don't know what to do with him.
He could be in the IC title multi-man.
He could.
How you talked about maybe if we're not going to put Chavo on the shelf, maybe he could be another one of Roddy's victims. Although with Ray, I don't like it as much because Roddy literally beat Ray to win the title. So
Yeah,
there's no reason
yeah.
for him to necessarily go and like eviscerate him. He kind of does need some time off. I mean, look at those legs.
That's not going to change. Yeah, well, you know that. Weird idea, or not that weird. If Evan is going on to do like the cruiserweight title single shit, does this guy team with Kofi for the summer?
Yeah, I mean, you could. That sounds fun. There's something to that. The thing is, I don't know how much we want to keep Kofi in the tag situation because I do ultimately see now that I do ultimately see Kofi as being like a main event cruiserweight.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. I would agree with that absolutely.
But like, how much has Ray fought with? Like, we could do a Ray Kofi feud in the summer.
Yeah, I don't think we've done that. Yeah,
No,
yeah, that could be fun. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't even know how much Ray's fought Evan. Even it's just about
no, I don't think he really has either.
yeah.
I think we've kept the baby faces apart.
So like, there's fresh stuff.
I think because we've had such strong heels, right?
Yeah,
Like for this division, like
for sure.
It's been pretty easy to keep the baby faces away from each
other. But when we commit to one of those feuds,
Ray's been in the psychosis portal for like a year.
Yeah, the whole year. When we commit to one of those feuds, I would want to commit to it and like have an idea of where it's going because what I don't like is like, oh, we just do a match at like an SNME. It's like a 1 month thing, and we just it's not this big thing. And then a few months later, we're like, oh, we don't want to go back there because we've already done it. Like I want to when we do that, like we want to do it. And unfortunately, like Ray versus Kofi Kingston, Ray versus Evan Bourne, neither of those scream like, oh, there's a lot of interesting like dynamics at play here. It's because it's two nice guys having a competitive.
The closest I can think of is that Kofi coming out on the worst end of this Evan Bourne thing, like needs to fight Ray to prove himself to himself.
Like that he and I like that, and I like that. I also think there's an angle here where Ray feels like, hold on, I'm the record holding cruiserweight champion. You know,
none of you guys are gonna overtake me. Yes. Hold on,
everyone talks about Chavo, everyone talks about Greg, everyone talks about Roddy, but no one seems really at the moment to be talking about me.
Even though, what about me? What about Ray? Ben.
And I like because the idea is that, you know, with Greg, he's yesterday's man. With Roddy, he's today's man. And with Chavo, he's like caught in the middle of two divisions, which has always kind of been a problem for him in the cruiserweights. But Ray is still Ray Mysterio. There's no reason why Rey Mysterio isn't just everything he's always been. Now, there is something to say like Evan Bourne is more athletic than him, which is true, right? Is maybe faster than him. But there's something about being Rey Mysterio that is unique, and I can't quite put my finger on what I would call it. But Rey Mysterio is a unique person, and then nobody's going to be able to emulate.
I would say two things immediately come to mind. One, Ray has a ridiculous amount of experience for a 34-year-old. Like, this is a guy who was wrestling at fucking 15 in fucking Mexico. Like, he has seen all kinds of shit. He's fought all kinds of guys. He was in WCW. He fucking has come back to the WWE, and he's been fantastic here. Like, he has competed at a top level for so long. The second thing is, and I think it was kind of what you were getting at, is that Ray is like, and it's because he spends a lot of time fighting bigger guys. He's an all heart type of guy. Like, there's some intangible quality about Rey Mysterio where you can beat him, but you will never beat Rey Mysterio. He will always come back. He will always try. Like, you know what I mean? He's a never give up. He's John Cena, isn't he? But like,
sure,
he has this will to be great, will to be. I don't necessarily know what the word is I'm looking for. He's addicted to competition. No. But that kind of idea. Like I think that's what makes Ray at this point. Like Evan Bourne might be more athletic, and Kofi might be more athletic. Evan might have more impressive moves. Roderick Strong might have the greatest all around game of any cruiserweight we've ever seen. But Rey Mysterio finds a way, and that's what he always is. He's always had to find a way. People told him he'd never be WWE champion, and he did. He was.
Yep.
Um,
He's at home in a ring like nobody else is. He like every part of the ring, he is familiar with.
And he's at home with his back against the wall more than anybody else is. Like he's a guy who is like used to being doubted. He's used to being looked over, literally.
Well, I wonder whether we want to flip that a little for these feuds, where because that's his traditional MO, and that's what he was against Roderick Strong at the Royal Rumble, and he lost. But against Kofi Kingston, I don't think he is back against the wall. I don't think he is the underdog.
No, you're right.
He's the ace.
No, you're right. I was just searching for the things.
Maybe that's the struggle.
Maybe
that's the struggle. Maybe that's where he's like, can I actually win being the favorite, being the most likely to succeed? Is that kind of pressure? Because that's maybe something he's just not used to. I don't know. There's something,
and that is a different kind of pressure as well. Yeah,
for sure.
Like choke artist Rey Mysterio.
Well, no, because we've never seen it before. This is like and I think there are wins for Rey Mysterio in these Kofi and Evan feuds for sure.
Yep. No, I'd agree. And
I think that,
but it's interesting too because as much as he's the more skilled guy, he's still fucking tiny, especially compared to Kofi. Yep. Like Kofi's a big fucking cruiserweight. Like I don't know. I think 6 foot.
Yeah.
Like that's a big fucking guy. And he's got long ass legs and he's athletic as hell. Probably more athletic than Ray ever was. Like
he's got 95 athleticism.
His knees are at 98%. He's good. Like, oh my god.
We can rebuild him. We can make him stronger.
Right. But yeah, no, there's something interesting there about like all of the physical attributes say that Ray is the underdog here, but he's not. Because he's got that experience edge. He's got that heart edge. And we've maybe never really seen that from Kofi Kingston. I'm not sure Kofi's ever really been in a situation where he's been like destitute, where he's needed to really scrap and claw for something. And I'm not sure if Ray is the guy that he'll have to do that against. But I think in a lot of ways, both of them are like untested in these waters.
We could maybe start that just before WrestleMania and have it rolling through, and maybe even have them fighting at SNMA.
So. Yeah, I like that. I like Ray might even be the guy who better than Trish. Ray, yeah, I'm gonna say Ray might be the guy who lays it out to them and says, "Okay, both of you are strong-willed guys. You're going to have to fight each other. I get it. It's uncomfortable for you. You're friends. You're both good people, but
it's the only
way we do here is we wrestle. Like it's like there's no getting around it. When Eddie Guerrero, I had to fight him so many times, and I love that man to death. Like I loved him a lot more than you guys love each other, and we would go to war. And that's sometimes what you have to do.
Sometimes over the custody of my son.
Yeah, it would never happen, but yes.
Okay, sure.
Wasn't real, but yes.
Shit. Fuck. All right. Okay. Anything else we need to go over before we wrap this up?
I think that's good, man. Wow, right. Goddamn.
All right. I think we have a good idea of where we're going with SmackDown. I hope so anyway. We'll see when it comes to booking the show how we do. All right. You want to say anything else before we head off?
No, I don't think so.
All right, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. We will be back sometime soon for probably the equivalent of the Raw one. I feel like
Yep.
maybe if we got our bearings, we might be able to book the Raw at the end of that, but we'll see how we do.
Yeah, Raw might be a little more easy. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I feel like a lot of the Raw stuff
Yeah.
is in motion a little bit more.
Well, to me, it feels not quite that. Like, for me, historically, SmackDown has had more things to get lost in the minutiae of. Raw has had tricky. Raw feels like the equivalent of the Marinese knot, in that everything is sort of happening and spiraling towards something, but we often get stuck on where we're going with Raw. But once we figure it out, it's not that hard to implement. Whereas SmackDown, it's kind of easy to get immersed in SmackDown, but it's hard to implement SmackDown. So I suppose in that way, Raw is like a feast for crows, and SmackDown is more like a dance with dragons.
What?